beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Makes the quick grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Williams looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Direct snap. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Williams will pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage. He put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation. And that made that play work.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Manning. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Caves. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tries to get it on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the... seven. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Unloads quickly. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Back to pass on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take another shot here. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. That Miami offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Williams looking for a man. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting the sack in the second ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That's caught. It's Lofton. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Snagged out of the air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He's got great speed. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. They're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's shot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal getting them tackled to the ground.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He fires to the left side. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Carr. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Try to get it to the edge. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
Turning it on! Tackled there by the defense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Longhorn! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Got his man on the right. Plows through the defense. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense in press coverage. The play action fake. Looking left. And they're not on the same page there. And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Williams will pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Texas. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Firing to the right, complete. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. To the air. It's Dampier. Steps away to find some room. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gets it out quickly. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grab near the marker. It's Lofton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it, fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to do it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situation.
There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact the team's trajectory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. That one falls incomplete. They reached in with a bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 94, set to kick it away. Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback now breaking the field. And some room to work. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether